Somehow I seem to have lost my face in Second Life. However, just going over all the wonderful projects that our fellow students developed, and just coming up on ours now. Myself, Paul Brady, Paul Hedeman put together this project in Second Life, and what we did was seek to develop a homage to Piaget and his stages of learning. So to give it the full effect, we will approach it on foot. Piaget had 4 stages of learning, so our artifact was built to represent this using 4 stories or 4 levels. And on each level we had 2 experiments to demonstrate how children were at this stage and the limitations and the potential that they had. For instance, if we look at this example here, it showed the idea of object permanency, and that under the age of 8 months that children, when they see an object covered, tend to think it no longer exists, whereas after 8 months they understand that it does exist, even though they can't see it. And again, while some of Piaget's theories have been questioned, that wasn't the reason for this development. It was purely to pay homage to his reasons, so we didn't shine any light into those corners. This artifact here was to show the idea of putting 2 ideas together. So the small child has the idea as a young scientist of wanting to explore everything, but he has to temper that with the idea that cats don't exactly like being explored. So in this artifact the cat actually does scream when you touch its tail. So as I said, we represented Piaget's stages by different floor levels. So you moved on up then to the second stage, into the pre-operational stage, and as I say, from age 2 to 7. Very egocentric stage according to Piaget. So this little artifact here was to show that, as we can see here over my left shoulder, there's a little red cross visible, and when a child's asked to show what the doll can see, he draws the cross in place, but as we can see, the doll can't see the cross. So just to take you through this artifact, I'm not going to go through all of them. The one on the right there was to show permanency with regards to number. Moving on up then again, from about 7 to 12 we have the concrete operational, so the children now can understand principles. So in this case, when the large thin glass of water is poured into the lower, more squat glass, the child understands that the volume is the same. Prior to this they would have thought the taller one held more. And moving right up to the formal operational stage, from 12 years on, at this point the child is able to abstract, capable of hypothetical thinking. So in this riddle, if Edith has lighter complexion than Susan and Edith is darker than Lily, who is the darkest? So again, it's not concrete, it needs the child to abstract and think about it, and the artifact here gives you the answers when you want them. This floor we made multicolored to show the absolute limitless possibilities once the child reaches this stage in terms of their thinking, and demonstrating that they're capable then of progressing as far as hyperbolic geometry, a very abstract concept that the child is capable of thinking about and rationalizing when they fully develop into an adult. So that's our project. It took an awful lot of work. It was predominantly, with the exception of the flooring, Slurtle built. We surrounded the entire project with this scaffolding by Vygotsky, just to re-emphasize the importance of scaffolding in all forms of learning. So, thank you very much for watching.